Now, in May of 2023, I was broke, completely broke. I became a millionaire at the age of 24 in Kenya. I was a millionaire. But because of misuse of money, lack of financial knowledge, and black tax issues, I became completely broke, completely broke. So in 2023, in May 2023, I was completely broke. But now I am a millionaire again. So in May, from May 2023 until today, we are in April 2024. Oh, sorry, we are in April 2026. That is almost 3 years. I became a millionaire again. And now in this video, I tell you exactly what I did to become a millionaire again, a Kenyan millionaire again. Okay, I tell you exactly what I did. So welcome to this channel, guys. If you're new here, my name is Luke's Latitude. On this channel, I talk about investment stories, investing in yourself and in things. Okay, now today we are still talking about investing in things, guys. So investment is what has made me a millionaire again. I don't have a cent on my account, but I have millions invested. That's what I mean. I am a millionaire. Now, here are the things that I did between May 2023 until now, April 2026, to become a millionaire again in Kenya. I have learned my lessons and I'm not gonna go back again. And I have to tell you one thing, guys. I have rebuilt myself. I have recoiled back to being a millionaire myself in my deepest moments. I earned millions before, but between 2023 until now, I earn like a pauper. I earn the least because I am studying, I'm a student. And so I'm only having some student pay, like the little money that you get as a student, as a PhD student. This is the money that has helped me invest and go back to becoming a millionaire again. So in this video, I want to show you that it's possible to become a millionaire even with very little amounts, very little earnings. Really, this is possible and this is my experience, okay? Now, in 2023, in May, my mom died. And she had been sick, chronically ill. If you have had a parent who was chronically ill for a long time, you know how much money you can use, because in Kenya, our old parents don't have insurance. Now, I used millions and millions on my mom, but also on my dad who passed away as well. I didn't regret. Other than that, I was also paying black tax within my family. That made me poor. That made me really poor. I don't regret it. I am forever grateful that I became, or I bounced back. Okay? Now, how did I bounce back? I had some little savings. By the time that we buried my mother in 2023, in May 2023, I had some amount left, and this money was not much. It was just about 3 million Kenyan shillings left. Now, I have to say I was really lucky to have good friends, Stella and Nancy. And these people, they just told me two things. You need a CDS account, you need shares, you need some bonds, you need an emergency fund, you need to invest. This is what will get you out of poverty. And that was the first time that I was getting financial literacy from someone. And and then I remember that night I went into YouTube and I watched all the videos about financing investing and all these things. And I was really writing notes. I tell you, I had a lot of sleepless nights because I got up to watch a video and write down. And I did my research for like a month. So from June, yes, from June 2023, I started to take action. My very first action was to get into, how is it called? To get into an off plan property, like investing in a property, like in an apartment. I looked around in Kenya, in Nairobi, and I found an off plan property. I will forever be thankful to the Chinese investors in Kenya because this was being done by a Chinese person. And I remember telling this Chinese person that actually I will say her name. Her name is Elena. And I told her, hey, look, I am really interested in this property. I don't have enough money. This is the much I have. Can I please give you this amount? And may you work out a plan that I can afford. And I remember she said, okay, we'll take this amount. And then we worked out a plan that was okay to me. I remember I was paying just 150,000 Kenya shillings every month, but I made sure that by completion, and the completion was gonna be in 1 year. By completion, I needed to pay the full amount, and that apartment was going for like 10.3 million Kenya shillings. That's about 101 over 100, yeah, slightly over 100, over 100 thousand dollars. And so after committing myself that I should pay all that much by the end of the project, or as soon as the apartment was ready, I needed to have cleared the balance. I made sure that I consistently paid 150,000 per month. That is Kenya shillings. I made a lot of adjustments in my life. I did not buy expensive things. I did not buy clothes. I did not buy expensive makeup. I did not go out to eat. I was always preparing food and carrying my lunch wherever I went. So I cut down on all spending and just remained with the bare minimum spending, like spending on absolutely necessary things. Like I went shopping only for absolutely necessary basic things. I stopped doing facial treatments that were taking a lot of thousands and thousands of money for me. I stopped going for massages. I stopped going for pedicures and manicures. I stopped going to salons to do my hair. I started to do the hair myself. I basically sat down and um, documented all my monthly expenses, like all the things that were taking my money. And I started striking through like what I could do without, what I could do without. So I did away with going to the salon to do my hair. I do my own hair. I did away with eating out. I do my lunches. I do my cocktails at home. I did away with buying coffees outside. I carry my own coffee and tea. I did away with buying clothes and shoes and everything because I have enough. And so, really, when you write down where your money is going to, you get to see where you can save. And so, I was able to save a lot of money through cutting down on spending. And trust me, in 2024, in 2024, was it in April or was it in May? Yes, in May 2024, that apartment was ready and I had paid almost everything. What was remaining was just about 1 million Kenya shillings. And I remember telling this Chinese lady, she's called Elena, that I didn't have that much to pay her, but I was willing to get the apartment, sign a new contract that I will give her all the rent from there. But she told me, it's okay. I give you the apartment, you can rent it out and pay me the way you want. So this Chinese lady is an angel sent from heaven. There are not many people like this. But I also think that if you really tell people your truth, and stick to the arrangements that you make with people, people trust you and you benefit. So I benefited out of my truth, telling the truth, my authenticity, being honest, genuine, and being really like there's no day I started hiding from Elena. I always told her the truth. I told her whenever there was a month where I was not able to pay the 150,000 Kenya shillings, I told her, hey, I have some emergency here. I cannot pay you this month, but next month I'm going to pay you the full amount plus the amount I skipped. And I was honest throughout the process until I finished paying. And now that flat has been paid for in full, and it's available. And Elena continues to manage the apartment for me. Like she gets clients for me. I don't have to do much about that apartment. It's like a passive income generating thing. And I have to say, I was lucky to find a good person. And there are many good people out there. You just need to show your authenticity, to tell the truth, and people will trust you. And so that's how I managed to invest in my first off-plan apartment, and that apartment is now valued at about 15 million Kenya shillings. And it's just a one-bedroom apartment in a very good location. Now, my second investment. So when I was doing that, when I was paying for that apartment and I was cutting down on my expenses, I also have friends who are very supportive. Two friends. I needed to buy some bonds to be able to continue paying this black tax in my family progressively until I stopped. I was able to invest in bonds, so Kenyan government bonds, and those bonds are tax-free bonds which pay twice every year. So I wanted to invest some money in those bonds so that that interest that I get from there can pay for the black tax in my family. And so I asked friends here in Switzerland to borrow me some money. Two friends gave me some money and I was able to invest there. So I invested a good amount of money, about 3 million there in the bonds, in Kenya government bonds. And those bonds are paying me enough money, just interest money. Through that interest money, I'm able to pay some black tax in my family, but also I'm able to use that money to invest in something else. So my second investment was a bond. So my first investment was that Elena's apartment, off-plan apartment. The second investment was the Kenya tax-free bonds, infrastructure bonds. And then those bonds are giving me some interest, and that interest I've been investing in something else. So the interest from bonds and the rent I get from the one bedroom apartment in Nairobi, I invest that in a second apartment. Now, Elena, this Chinese friend, she after that project, she went into a new project that was of low budget project, really low budget. I remember she was selling a very small 2 bedroom apartment for five, I think 5.9 million, 5.9 million, almost 6 million. And because I was her customer, she sold this for me at 5.9 million. Oh, sorry, 5.8 million, off plan. So slowly paying. And we agreed that I would pay only 200,000 every 3 months. And then at completion, I would finish. And here we are. This apartment is gonna be handed over in this month, at the end of this month, but I've not finished paying. And so I went to Elena recently and said, "Hey, Elena, I've been studying and I don't have enough income. I will not be able to finish paying all the amount for this apartment. Could you give me the apartment and I will rent it out and all the rent will come to you until I finish?" So Elena accepted and she's giving me that apartment where I will be I will rent it out and I will be paying all the rent will be going towards paying for that apartment, plus any other monies that I have on the side will be going into paying for that apartment. So by the end of this year, I will have finished paying for that apartment, and so I will have invested in 2 apartments, and I still have those government bonds. And I am going to go with the same Elena who is now, after delivering that project, she will be venturing into another upmarket project. And so I will also have finished my studies by the end of this year and found a good job, and I'm gonna now invest in that upmarket property that the same Chinese lady Elena is going to start slowly off plan, and I will now go into buying a bigger apartment that will give me like 3 times what I'm earning now, in passive income. So, guys, this is how I have been able to be a millionaire again, and I am gonna continue on this journey such that by 2030, I want to have reached my investment goal whereby every month I can just sit back and have my 10,000 Swiss francs coming into my bank account from my investments. By 2030, that's my goal. So if you want to start investing like I have done, or if you want me to coach you exactly and show you the exact nitty-gritty details of how I have been able to do that, and if you want me to introduce you to Elena and also start going this journey with Elena, investing into these off-plan apartments, even without having all the money that you need to be able to pay for them, and having those apartments managed by you. I live in diaspora. It will be a headache to manage those apartments, but Elena, the same developer, is managing those apartments for me. All you need to know to do is that whenever she finds you a client, you have to pay her one full month of rent to her because she found you a client. So let's say she finds me a client for 1 year or for 2 years. I just have to pay her 1 month of rent for that apartment, and then for the rest of the 2 years I get my rent from that client. Isn't that, and I don't have to do anything. That's really amazing. So if you want to go this way, and actually if you want me to introduce you to Elena, get in touch with me. Let's walk this journey together. Okay, let's walk this journey together. Get into this investment journey. Become a millionaire yourself, guys. Okay, so contact me. All the contact details are there on my channel. Please get in touch with me. And another thing, please check out the links. In my description. There's a course I'm offering you a course. It's just a digital course. You buy the PDF course and you learn it step by step, and I will be there to mentor you throughout your process of investment. So in that course, I have outlined all the things that you need to invest in Kenya based on my experience, based on some of the things that, or some of the information that I've just given you now. They are contained in that course. So please click on that link, buy my course. And once you buy the course, I will be able to mentor you or coach you and work with you throughout your investment journey. Okay. So if you can't get access to that course, write me an email. As soon as you pay for it, I will send the PDF to you. Okay. But the course is available on Payhip and also on my website. So please check out the links in the description below. And don't miss out on this investment journey because this Chinese contractor, Elena, um, she has in the same place where she's handing over apartments at the end of this month. She has many other projects coming up there in the same development project. So she has phases. So she's delivering phase one. Actually, she's delivering phase one, which has A and B, and then she has phase two, which will have C and D, and she still has in the same project in that low it's not up market, it's really budget. In that budget affordable housing project, she has many other phases that are coming up. And so please get in touch with me and I will be able to put you in contact with Elena so that um, you can invest there as well. And if you're young and you want to invest in condos or bed sitters, those that project has bed sitters of all sizes, very small, spacious. So a lot of bed sitters, a lot of one bedrooms, and some two bedroom apartments are there, all off plan with this trusted contractor, Elena. I am in contact with her directly. So get in touch with me. Get in touch if you want to invest there and start your journey. Yeah. I have told you the truth. I have not always had money to give full amounts. She has always given me the apartments without me being able to pay full amounts because as a student, I'm not able to pay full amounts. I don't have those millions to pay full amounts. After being a student, I will have my job and I will have more money and I will be able to really go into high or upmarket projects with her and probably pay full amounts. But for the moment, depending on how much money you have, you can always reach an agreement with Elena. So get in touch, get in touch with me, okay? Okay, thank you so much for watching and don't forget to watch this video where I talk about all the things that you need to invest in Kenya now in 2026, okay? Bye bye for now. Thank you for watching.